Welcome back to another episode number 2 of the Body Swap Chevelle project. It's Chevelle time. In this episode, we are removing all the interior stuff of the Chevelle, getting some glass out, front and rear glass. I'm gonna do the front, I'll have the glass guy come and do the rear. I think what I'm gonna do is set the car back on the frame to brace it up, right? I want the car down, totally supported, the body-wise on the frame. Then we'll start using some 1-inch square tubing to cross brace and brace the interior of the Chevelle up, ready to get ready. Golly, man. Well, it's like 105 degrees here in Texas. That's why I got the fans ripping. Can't talk. Anyways, to cross brace up the interior of the car to make it more structurally sound before I rip the floor out of this thing. So, oh yeah, we're also gonna put it on a cart so I can wheel it outside and get it out of the way in preparation to tear apart that bad girl over there. So, let's get to it. More work on the Chevelle, episode 2, concentrating solely on the Chevelle this time. All right, here we go. Got the windshield out, got the cowl cleaned up, free of little glass shards. Got the window tray, for the most part, cleaned up. And I'm gonna get all these interior panels off, get the headliner out, get the rest of this wiring out. Oh, looks like I gotta vacuum up some glass there to completely gut this thing and get it ready to brace up. Let's go. Car sitting back on the frame to move it out from the lift, open up the doors wider, finish vacuuming it out, removing the rest of the wiring, removing the rest of the interior and headliner, and start bracing this thing up. There we go. Well, halfway through my power washing session, the old Hyper Tough power washer gave up the ghost. So we're gonna run to Harbor Freight and finish this job. That's, oh man, should not have started power washing the roof. So that'll dry out a little bit. We'll scoop it up by hand in the trash, but let's go get a power washer. We'll be back in a few moments. Get back on it. Okay, for the most part, the power washing is pretty complete. I've got to pick up some stuff over there by hand and take this ceiling insulation off, the roof insulation off by hand. A lot more paint has come off since using the little turbo deal and the new pressure washer, which is good. 17-year-old paint job, you know, what are you gonna do? This was also my first complete paint job that I did with the help of my dad a long time ago. So over the years, this car, fun fact, is born right here in Arlington, the GM assembly plant off 360. It is a blue, original paint blue car. This blue right here, which I really kind of like, and probably am gonna go with something along the lines of that. I think it's called Laguna Blue. If it is called Laguna Blue, confirm that in the comments. If not, what's the correct blue color code for 72? I don't know, let me know. At some point, it was painted red. They did a pretty good paint job on the red before I got the car. So we got blue, then red. When I got the car was primered. The bodywork was fairly decent. And I had the old man in Keene, Texas. It's crazy, dude. Like, I mean, he took this car from primer to that orange and black stripe paint job that you saw in the first video when I was 16 years old, standing next to the car in Gun Barrel City, Texas, when I was hanging out with my grandma in front of her beauty shop. He painted this car for like $1,900. I guess he took a liking to me and gave me a heck of a deal, and it was a stupid killer paint job. Man, I mean, for the money. Like, it was a $20,000+ paint job in today's money. The old man killed it. I don't know if he's still around. I pass by his house often. It's off 917 going towards Keene. His shop's still there, but he was up there when he did that, and that was you know, like 22 years ago. So anyways, interesting fact about that, the day that I got this car home from that paint job, the hour, my God, dude, the hour I got it home, we were cleaning the car out, getting it ready to you know, hit the road. You know, I don't know, 15 or 16. I don't even know if I was able to drive it yet legally. Anyways, we had this horse, this mare, I don't remember her name. Maybe it was Star. I don't know. I remember the horse was kind of a biatch, and literally comes up to the car, and on the driver's side fender takes her 4 front teeth and goes yoink right out of the corner of the fender. Like, dude, just got it home. Oh man, I probably wanted to shoot that horse back then. Anyways, cool story about the paint job, the old man, and the horse biting the fender. So yeah, we got this thing power washed up. I'm gonna clean up some stuff by hand. We're gonna roll it back into the shop, and we're gonna start bracing some stuff up before I take it back off the frame. So here we go. Progress, little by little. We're no time lapse, we're live, honey. Live action.
So exciting. Love it.
Alrighty guys, the bracing of the body commences now. Got some 1-inch 11 gauge square tubing. We are going to go from here to there. We're gonna then go do a down bar to the rocker. We're gonna go across the windshield, across there from panel to panel. Then maybe from middle to here, middle to there, to create kind of a little X frame. That's what we're gonna do now. Let's go. Holy crap, it's hot. Okay. All right, I got the door jamb braces done. Got this windshield crossbar in, and I think I'm gonna go from the center over to the rear little inner quarter panels here, and that's probably good, I think. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll finish those last two. Then I'm gonna kick the fan back on because it's hot. All right, we got her braced up. I think that'll do. It's out of the way for when I cut the floor out and try to set it down on the Camaro body. Now we're gonna get the Chevelle back on the lift, get the body back off the frame now that it's braced up, and we'll start building the cart to set the body on to allow it to be mobile and move around. So let's get that done. Here we go. Just like that, body's braced up, back up in the air, and off the old antiquated A-body chassis. You know, one of the whole reasons why I'm doing this is to really save money. Because in order to get suspension like that Camaro, that's a $15,000+ Speed Tech or a Roadster Shop, base model Roadster Shop chassis. You know, it's 15 grand. That's minus paint, minus a third member for the rear end, minus running brakes and fuel lines and everything, right? So we'll call it 20 grand done just for the chassis, right? Okay, then I got, if I wanted to go LT1 and 6-speed, then I'd have to find and source an LT1 and a 6-speed and the harness, okay? That's another 5 to 8 grand, probably 8 grand, 8 grand plus. So now I'm 28 grand just for drivetrain without fuel system, without brakes. I mean, so plus, 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 and plus. Well, I'm a little under 20 grand in the Camaro, and I'm done after that, right? A lot of time, but less time if you think about it, because as soon as I get the body fitted on that chassis, it's running and driving. I'm never tearing the Camaro apart. It'll always stay running and driving, right? Got to be careful when I do some welding. Got to put some fire blankets down, protect the dash and stuff like that. But as soon as the body is mounted on that chassis, I mean, we're golden, baby. That's the hard part. Then get the front clip mounted and it's streetable at that point. It just makes sense. I project within 6 months, the car will be sitting and welded onto the Camaro body, the front clip on, and the car streetable. Meaning all the little ancillary things are gonna have to take place. All of the things to fill the trunk panel in, all the seam sealing, all the little panels to make it look right, to make it all come together. And then lastly, I'll do the interior. Hopefully with my buddy Mike up in Salt Lake City, Utah. He owns Wasatch Upholstery. Haven't even talked to him about it yet, but I think he knows somehow. So yeah, bam. A-body chassis off. Little explanation as to why I'm doing this. Financially, time-wise, I think it just makes sense. Another day, and on to the final portion of the video number 2 of the Chevelle rebuild. That portion is getting the Chevelle body on some sort of makeshift cart here. I've got a bunch of raw materials, some scrap metal. I got some saws, got the welder. And we are just going to, off the cuff, come up with some sort of cart to roll around outside. Obviously I need something a little bit off-road capability, so I got these bigger casters here. So we're just gonna set y'all up on the time lapse and see what we come up with. Let's get that done. Let's bust this out, finish up this video, and on to cutting up the Camaro. Turning scrap into something useful. Project complete. There we go. Got the little crossbar so I can forklift the car up. Everything seems pretty sturdy. It's all pretty self-explanatory. Yep. Pretty much just winged it all together. So I think that will wrap up video number 2 of the Chevelle rebuild series. In the next video, we were gonna get into chopping up the Camaro. In the meantime, I still got 100-mile-per-hour jet ski to finish, so there'll be sprinkled in a couple of videos of that to fill in some gaps. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one. All right, let's set this thing down on the wheels and see how she rolls. So far, so good. Have it, folks.